What's up, YouTube? Top City 5401 here. Got a few pickups. Went to my local card shop. More interesting conversations. I hung out there for 2 or 3 hours. And boy, I'll tell you what, you hang out at a card shop long enough, digging through value boxes, you're going to hear some interesting conversations. So I'll share a few of those conversations as I'm showing off my pickups. First pickup was actually an in-person trade with a coworker. We traded a bunch of cards, but this one I decided to top load. And it is a Aaron Judge Stadium Club Triumvirate. This takes after the 98 through 2000 Stadium Club Triumvirate sets. This is the middle card. And if you collect all 3 pieces, you'll get like the whole Yankees team name in the background, hence the Triumvirate 3-card puzzle type insert set. Really cool set. Guys, I love 90s cards. Topps is bringing back some of the concepts that were used in the mid to late 90s. I've noticed a lot of the sets that I'm familiar with from like 30 years ago, they're starting to recycle those designs and concepts, and some of them are fun. The Triumvirate are fun. Another card I picked up, this is an eBay purchase, and again, kind of following the same theme. This is an all-etch of Shohei Ohtani. The original all-etch were part of the 1999 Topps Chrome. It was an insert set, and they had the regular Chrome as well as the Chrome Refractor version. This is not etched out nearly as eloquently as the 90s versions. I probably should have pulled out a 90s one to kind of show the difference. But anyways, you guys get the idea. The etching from the 90s is just unparalleled. And then before I get to the card shop pickups, I'm going to show the last card here from eBay. Another Bonds addition to the collection. You want to talk about stacking silver? Yeah, buddy. This is a Pinnacle Mint. This is the 97 silver coin. They made like a brass coin, silver, and then a gold. I think one is like gold plated, and then there's a artist proof that's gold with a, I guess you could call it a mint run of 50. A mint run or a print run, I don't know what you want to call it. But this one's made out of silver. Really cool. The card itself isn't a unique card in my collection, but the card encapsulates a coin so it could present like a card. But that is an actual coin right there. Really cool card, aka coin. And yes, it is a unique piece into my Bonds collection. So I'll talk a little bit about some of the conversations I heard when I was in my card shop as I was digging through the value boxes. I actually made a trade for a bunch of cards for my binder projects. That's why I was there. And then I purchased and traded for another card that I'll show. But I'm going to show off 3 cards here and talk a little bit about the players and some of the conversations at the card shop. So there is something called the Goldie Lox Zone. I like to call it the Goldie Lox Zone for all-time greats. And this guy, Miguel Cabrera, is an example of somebody that is in the Goldilocks zone. And I'm talking about like an opportunity to collect cards for affordable prices, but it's not going to stay that way forever. So like these 3 Cabrera cards I'm going to show off, I got for about $1 each. Obviously, he's retired. He didn't retire on a high note. People aren't thinking about Miguel Cabrera, but listen. He got 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, and won a Triple Crown. So it's going to take a while, but at some point, people are going to look back on Cabrera's career, and his cards are going to... I think they're going to be very popular. And I don't want to buy them when they're popular. I want to buy them when no one's thinking about them. And nobody right now, I mean, nobody in the hobby is thinking about Miguel Cabrera. And that's why you could buy a card like this for $1. So I got a couple of more examples. Some Topps Chrome Prism refractors. I got those for $1 each. How many of you guys are familiar with the comic book / card shop owner on The Simpsons? Well, when I was at the card shop, there was a guy there that was a Pokemon card collector that reminded me of that card shop owner from The Simpsons. So if you guys aren't familiar, he was kind of a middle-aged white guy with a scruffy beard, looked like he might shower, once or twice a week, kind of grumpy and not really interested in kids or kids being involved in the hobby, and just like, look, give me the money or get out of here type of salesperson in the card shop. Anyways, guys, if you're not familiar, maybe you could go on YouTube and watch some of these clips in The Simpsons of the card shop, aka comic book shop owner. But the customer in the card shop reminded me of The Simpsons card shop owner, even though he was a customer. And he was talking about how Magic cards are dead, which I don't know if that's true or not, but he was like, yeah, Magic are dead. And then he was talking about how hot Pokemon cards are and how he loved collecting Pokemon cards, but how he wanted to sell his complete collection and start all over. And the thing that had me dying, and this, I just found this to be funny, is I guess he had listed a Pokemon card on eBay for $1,200, had no interest in selling it, but he put it on eBay for $1,200, and he put a price of $1,200 because a card typically sells for $950. Well, much to his surprise, yesterday morning, the day I was at the card shop yesterday, he woke up and the card sold. And he's like, well, I didn't think it would sell, and now I gotta sell it, and I don't know how I feel about it. And I'm just like, what are you putting on eBay? If it's a product or something that is hot, once all the flippers and people that are looking to make their money sell the cards, then the only other people that are going to have that card available are collectors. And collectors are typically going to ask more for the card. And then that's how things go up in value, right? I think things go up in value when either collectors start selling off their stuff because they're like, if someone's willing to offer me twice what I think it's worth, I'll take it. Or when flippers are selling to more flippers and it's a game of hot potato, and then all of a sudden the bubble bursts and nobody wants the cards. Anyway, that's a whole different thing about the hobby. So earlier I was talking about the old Goldilocks zone for collectors or for players, and another guy in the Goldilocks zone, I think he might be a little bit further along, but is Albert Pujols. And so I did a cash and trade for this card, and I just, I've been looking at this card. It's such a beautiful rookie card. The image is right up there with, as far as like an action image on a rookie card, it's right up there with the Rickey Henderson rookie. You got Pujols squaring up on that baseball. I mean, just such a great image. There's a baseball, there's his bat, there's his eyes. You got that nice triangle. He doesn't look super balanced in the swing now that I think about it, but his hands are in a good position. He might have got fooled on the pitch, and he was able to adjust to get, Pujols was just such a great hitter. But anyways, there's a card of Pujols. 2001 Upper Deck rookie card. Funny thing about this card, there was a time when the Upper Deck was the most sought after non-insert pack issued Pujols rookie card. And I think when Upper Deck lost its licensing, and after the Mike Trout 2011 update card, the hobby kind of shifted from the Upper Deck to the Topps. And I think a lot of that has to do with pedigree, right? Like Topps is going to be around year after year after year after year, and Upper Deck just wasn't making baseball cards anymore. So right now, if you want to get a really nice looking Pujols rookie that was not an insert, pack issued, and you want to get good value, get the Upper Deck. Just a beautiful, beautiful looking baseball card. I really like this card. I probably got a few copies, but I'm a rookie card junkie, guys. I can't help it. If there's a rookie card I like, I don't care how many copies I have. I don't understand why I like to have multiple copies of my favorite rookie cards, but I do. And maybe it's because I was a collector in the 80s, and back in the 80s, there weren't a gazillion different cards, rookie cards of a player. So it was kind of fun to just hoard as many of the rookie cards as you could. I'm still in that mindset. I haven't let that go, and I'm never gonna let it go. Maybe one day I'll do a video and just show my rookie card hoard. I mean, there are some where I have 20, 30, 40 copies. And when I see them, if they're priced right, I'll buy it again. And I'll buy it again. And I'll buy it again. Guys, I love this hobby. I love this hobby. I'm in my own lane. And I just focus on what I enjoy about the hobby. And I'm just having a great time. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. So much fun. I got no complaints. The hobby is so vast that there is always an opportunity to stay in your own lane and have an absolute blast. And that's what I'm doing. Anywho's, I'm going to go out with, you know how I like to roll. Let's go out with these four. Man, I love baseball cards, guys. They get me fired up. It's the greatest hobby in the world. Collecting cards is the greatest hobby in the world. Brings me so much joy. I love it, guys. I'm just having a blast. Woo! Love baseball cards. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting.